Okay, welcome back to another episode of ITESOFT Insider View. I'm joined, of course, by Stewart Griffiths.
Thank you, Roy.
Thanks for joining us again. So last week we talked about collaboration, and now we're going to be talking about data and seeing the AP impact. So how do you think sort of data is becoming more of a part of the AP role?
I think data today data is definitely one of the main drivers for assisting AP managers. So back in the day, who looked at data? Mm-hmm. Nobody, because maybe there wasn't any and nobody knew how to get data on even the number of invoices that you put into the system. Who knew? But I think today, the way you can extract data from your ERP systems, how you can manipulate data, how data can help you drive insight into bottlenecks in your process, to identify failing areas in terms of issues around invoice processing, insights on performance, team performance, individuals, areas, sections. I think data is key to everything that we do within AP at the moment.
Right. So, as you mentioned in the past, you couldn't get data. Why do you think that data is? I mean, you said for measuring performance, but how does that then equate to being a better department?
Well, when you talk about performance, every area has its own KPIs. If you have a business KPI, you have a department KPI. But whatever you're measuring, you need data to measure it. And so, how do you get that data? And then what you're going to do with it, and how you're going to manipulate it to give you what the results that you're looking for,
right? And
give you the insights that you're striving to get. Mm-hmm. So data might. So you, for example, in my business, we like to look at areas of bottleneck. So where are things sitting and why are they sitting there? At the moment, I don't have a glitzy ERP system that tells me exactly where invoices are, or what areas they're sitting in, and so I have to do some manual manipulation. Data from one area, data from another area, merge the two, and then miraculously do one of my Excel pivots, and there you go. I have the answer, and it instantly tells me where those bottlenecks are, and then from there it's a case of then digging a bit deeper. Who exactly within those areas is causing me an issue, and then from there, what are you going to do about it? So what's the action? So for me, that's where I get data from, and whereas today, with software that's coming out onto the market, I think even they might have pre-written reports, they might have pre-written information. There's still going to be a need for AP managers or AP teams to download data and manipulate it. And I think that is a core skill set within AP today. I mean, and maybe even any business, but I know AP is a driver for data is a driver for getting those insights, and I think everybody who works with AP needs to have decent Excel skills.
Right.
100%. I love a VLOOKUP, and looking forward to XLOOKUP. More to come on that, Rory, but that's the future.
All right, I'll sit on the edge of my seat on that one. So I guess now I just want to touch back on, we were speaking a couple of weeks ago about the AP role. Just really quickly, I guess part of the new skill for an AP person is now how to take that data and know what you're looking for and know how to then use that data to improve your roles.
Exactly. 100%. You need to know what the data is, and you need to know what it is that you want to improve and how you can use that data to improve it. So I totally agree with that.
Great. So new analytics, right? What's your understanding of the term? I guess it's a bit of a buzzword.
Yeah, I would say so. But I mean, again, the whole piece around AP managers and analytics is, you need to understand your data. You need to understand what it is that they can give to you.
Right.
And then then the whole piece around how we dig down into that. And with new analytics, that makes life so much more easier.
Yeah. So what is the difference between new analytics and old analytics, if there was any old analytics?
I think old. Yeah, I think it's the way the data is presented.
Okay.
I think new analytics
clearer, cleaner.
It gives you that whole bang, there it is. You can spot it a mile away. Whereas actually old analytics is about you manipulating it, and then if you do something wrong there, then you might have got it. You might get the wrong answer.
Yeah.
So new analytics is a sure, safer way of giving you the answer to some of your issues.
Okay. So then, with this new analytics, how do you use that to sort of drive the business forward as a whole outside of your AP department?
Well, I think again, AP, we touched on it in previous talks. AP is at the heart of the business, and it's a case of how are we going to use this information and presenting it. When you talk about the information that you're getting, do you want it? How detailed do you want it? And how, I suppose, and who you presenting it to? I think with new analytics, it gives you the opportunity to present data in accordance with your audience.
Yeah.
Because you can present information to non-finance people. You're talking to finance people, you're talking to the C-suite. It's all about who needs to see it and what story you're trying to tell with your data.
Yeah, so I suppose with the sort of the DataViz aspect of it, you can visualize the data, but you don't have to then extract it, put it into a formula, and then make a graph on Excel or whatever. It's there, it's ready. You can
a lot of my time is playing with numbers.
Yeah.
Playing with data, and I think the quicker you can get the answer, again, the quicker you can make that change, the quicker you can you have that insight to make that change, and the quicker you can inform other people.
Yeah.
So I think it's a massive thing, and again, it's all about clean data as well.
Mm-hmm.
What data where are you getting your data from?
Okay.
And can it be trusted? And is there any duplicates? And are there things in there that might make your data, your end result, wrong?
Yeah, well, I suppose we're moving sort of forward and into the future a little bit, talking about AI and AI and AP sort of married together. But I guess for AI to work, you need to put in the good data. You need to have the good data in the first place to then let the computers understand it and work with it. How would you go about putting good data into a system?
Well, whilst humans are here to stay, I think for me, the getting rid of human input but maybe having those machines do that inputting for you is one way of having good data.
Yeah.
And then the other ways are having forensic tools. I've been talking to a company who can provide information on AP forensics. So that's to make sure that your data is clean.
Yeah.
And I know maybe AP forensics is a conversation for later, but we can
definitely, yeah. I mean, it's a whole other subject.
But after we got our good data, I think AI and the way that it can help you manipulate that information is way beyond my thinking at the moment. But I think for me, AI can help any business, and it's how, I think.
Okay.
Not when.
That's good. But I think also a lot of people, when they hear AI and other sort of similar terms, it kind of makes them a little bit scared. Have you come across that? People worried about, well, I mean, you talk about bringing in the technology instead of the humans, right? I mean, have you had any backlash against that?
Well, there's that whole thing, the robots are coming and that whole piece around, well, if I'm not going to input an invoice, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And that's that whole piece going back to value adding, because those people can do other things.
Yeah.
So yes, I have had those people come back to me and say, why? What am I going to do? What? But again, upskilling, retraining, and understanding what it is I need to, what is what the future looks like, and understanding and communicating that future, the new future to those people should then help you to help you to deliver the benefits within your business.
Communication, I guess, is
yeah. So I don't think AI is anything to be worried about,
no.
But it's just understanding it's being clear on what you can do for your business.
Yeah. Great. Well, that's been another allotted time for our chat. We'll come back next week and we'll discuss whether tech really is the future for AP. Thanks, Stuart, for joining us.
Loved it. Look forward to it.
All right.